Hello students. So today we are again having the class 10th physics, and here we are going to discuss the defects of eye, the human eye. So defects of human eye. So this you can write capital or better. So in fact, if we are going to talk about the defects, then there can be three types of defects. So number one is myopia, and second is hypermetropia, and third is presbyopia. Here we are going to only discuss three. Now myopia, hypermetropia and presbyopia, these are the Greek words from the Greek language. So you are not able to understand the meaning. So we are having the another English language. So it is called as farsightedness. Near-sightedness, and it is called as farsightedness. So, and it has no name, it has only the presbyopia, means double. So we shall discuss that later on. Now come to the myopia. So what is the disease? Let us try to understand. In your human eye, you are having eyelids, and then there is cornea of the eyelids. You know, cornea. Also, cornea works like a lens, but its power is very small. So cornea is also helping, but mainly there is all the things going through the eye lens. So suppose it is eye lens, and here is retina. Retina is just like a curtain, so retina. Now we are not going through the medical, so we are only understanding the physics of myopia. So suppose, what is the disease first? When you are, suppose here it is written near, means you are going to define just opposite of that. When you are not able to see fairer objects more clearly, then that type of disease is called as myopia. So what is the disease? We are not able to see fairer objects clearly. So what is the myopia? When we are not, so just opposite of that, when we are not able to see fairer objects clearly, then that type of defect is called as myopia. Now actually what happens in myopia? So now we are going to have the reason through the, so what is the disease you have understood? We are not able to see fairer or distant objects clearly, then that type of defect is called as myopia or nearsightedness. Here it may be confusing, so always when you are using near, then you will see the fairer objects. Okay, so now it is clear. Now what can be the reason for that? So suppose anyhow, how we are seeing, suppose there are fairer objects, so when you will see fairer objects, so then the rays are almost parallel to the principal axis. So like this you are having the rays, and when they are allowed to pass through eye lens, they focus before retina. So image is formed here. Here is image. But for seeing, image should be formed at the retina, so you are not able to see the fairer objects clearly. Now what can be the reason for that? The focal length of the eye lens decreases. They are focusing here instead of retina, means focal length is decreasing. Although there are ciliary muscles, so when ciliary muscles, actually ciliary muscles work for the accommodation of the eye, not for the this type of defect. So when this focal length by any mean decreases, then you are not able to see fairer objects. So what happens here? Focal length of the eye decreases. So focal length means second focal length of eye lens decreases. Now it can decrease by means of age or by too much use or by accident. So when the focal length of the eye lens decreases, then you are feeling the problem of, so there is another, actually that is the same reason, but we are explaining in the way of physics. So what happens? Focal length of the eye lens is decreasing. That's why image is formed before retina and you are not able to see that. Now what can be the remedy? So if you are putting any divergent lens, means concave lens in front of your eye lens, then there is combination of lenses, and you know focal length of the combination of lenses is given by this f1, f2. But if you are not, so when you will use this formula, then also ultimately focal length increases. Or better understand by divergent action. When this lens is put, so it diverges the lenses, diverges the rays. And so instead of here, rays are now focusing at the retina and you are able to see now. So what is the remedy for the myopia? We are using convergent or concave lens. So for what is the remedy? For remedy we use concave, or you have, you know, these are, or they are also called as divergent lenses. Divergent lenses. It is the name of concave. So both are same. Why we use? Because image is formed before the retina, so to diverge the rays, we are using concave lens, and so image is finally formed at the retina and we are able to see. So this was myopia. Now come to hypermetropia. Second, hypermetropia. Suppose by any mean the focal length of eye lens is increasing. When it will increase, the image is formed. So what is the reason? Suppose it is your eye lens and retina is here. So rays, now it is for the nearer objects. Suppose rays are coming from the nearer object and they are focused at after retina. Here is image formed. But for seeing, image should be formed at the retina. So now you can explain the hypermetropia. It is a disease in which what is the name? Farsightedness. Sightedness means again the same concept used here. Far means nearer. So the defect in which we cannot see nearer objects clearly, that defect is called as hypermetropia. In fact, what happens, the image is formed after the retina. This is eye lens. So this is the explanation with the help of physics. When rays are going from the nearer objects, the image is formed after the retina and we are not able to see. So this type of defect is hypermetropia. Now, why it is formed here? Because the focal length of the eye lens increases. In that case, that was decreasing. So what is the reason according to the physics? Focal length, this is the reason. Focal length of eye lens increases. Now it can increase by accident or by any means, by disease or by growing age. So this is the hypermetropia. Now how can you correct it? So in the myopia you are using divergent lens and here we are using convergent lens. Suppose again you are using a convex lens. So what will happen? It will converge here. First here rays will be converged and then finally converged by eye lens and image will be formed at retina. So for the remedy of hypermetropia, we are using convergent lenses. Okay? So remedy, what is the remedy? Convergent lenses are used. Why used? You are understanding with the help of diagram. When you will use these two convergent lenses, then the net focal length of the combination decreases. So instead of here, the image is focused at the retina and you are seeing there. Okay? So this is all the explanation of hypermetropia with the help of physics. Now come to the third, pulse myopia. So before going to the pulse myopia, let us first have the accommodation of the eye. What is that? Accommodation of the, no doubtly, human eye. So we are talking about human eye, not the eyes of animals. Okay. So what is the meaning of accommodation? Let us try to understand with the help of figures. Suppose you are having eye lens and here is retina, one case, and let us take two cases. Eye lens and then retina. Here principal axis, suppose we are taking same or take different figures. This is eye lens and this is retina. And this is eye lens, this is retina. Suppose you are seeing much more fairer object at larger distance, so rays are almost parallel now. In that case, they were near to be parallel, but here they are almost parallel because we are seeing too much far away. So what happens? The image is formed before the, after the retina, like this. And you are not able to see. Or suppose here you are seeing the nearer object. So what happens actually, to focus here, eye lens can change the focal length because it is flexible. So ciliary muscles are here, so they can increase the shape and size of the eye lens, and so eye is adjusting to see them and it adjusts in such a way image is formed here. So you are spreading your eyes, and here you are shrinking your eyes so that the image can be formed here. You are decreasing the focal length. Here you are increasing the focal length. So when you decrease or increase the focal length of eye lens with the help of ciliary muscles, which is naturally given, then that power of increasing or decreasing the focal length of eye lens is called as the accommodation power of the eye. So what is the accommodation? It is a power of eye, the power of eye, the power of eye to adjust for seeing fairer and nearer objects clearly. When you will see without adjusting your eyes, then you will not see clear. Clear image will not be there. So clearly, then is called accommodation of eye. Accommodation, actually it is accommodation power of the eye. Okay. So this is the power in which you can adjust the eye lens. So it is good in the early age. Suppose you are a child, then, but after a long age, after 40 years, or because of any accident, if eye lens is displaced from its position, or it loses the accommodation power, then you are not able to see either the fairer objects clearly or the nearer objects clearly. So here both type of, what can be the remedy? So both type of lenses are required. For fairer object, you are using the convergent lens, and for the nearer object, you are using the divergent lens. So we are using here bifocals. There is one bifocal means what? There are two lenses. One lens is concave for the fairer objects and another is convex. So we are removing this power, increasing our accommodation of the eye by using the bifocals. Or cylindrical lenses are nowadays used, which are convex towards the bottom for seeing the nearer, and it is thinner at the fall. So like that you are having the remedy of pulse myopia. So pulse myopia is caused because of the loss of the accommodation power of the eye. So for the remedy of pulse myopia, you need both the lenses. So it is along with the myopia. As myopia you are using concave or divergent lens, so use divergent as well as convex lens. So this type of disease is called as pulse myopia, and it is because of the accommodation power of the eye. In both, earlier we have discussed myopia and hypermetropia. There is no role of the accommodation power of the eye. Eye lens is defected in that case. But here there may be eyeball is defected, or there may be another reason. Actually it happens to everyone, but that happens to few one. So when you are growing old, you are having this problem. So we are using bifocals advised by doctors. And what is the physics you have understood? For the nearer, you are using convergent lens, and for the fairer objects, you are using divergent lens. So both type of lenses are used. Bi means two. So that's why we are having bifocals. Okay. Now it is all about up to your level about the defects of the eye. Now come to the atmospheric refraction. Atmospheric refraction. You know, our atmosphere consists of gases and there are so many layers, you know, up to ozone layer, troposphere. So there are so many different layers and the density of the different layers is different, and hence the refractive index of the different layers is different. So when the light comes through the atmosphere to the earth, it is always reflected through the different mediums. So it does not come directly, particularly in night. In daytime, since there is a lot of rays, so there is reflection as well as refraction. So reflection causes the removal of refraction. But in night, when you are seeing, so you are getting the few examples. So there is refraction in the atmosphere. Why? Because atmosphere is a medium in which different mediums, different layers of mediums are present. Okay. Now let us see the examples of so refraction of light. What is that? Suppose you are required refraction of light through atmosphere. Atmosphere is called atmospheric refraction. So definition is very clear, by name you can give. And why? And there is not only one medium, there are different mediums. Okay. So at the place of atmosphere you can write different mediums or different layers of the atmosphere. Okay. Now, so this was the definition. Now come to the examples which are more important. So examples in your daily life, they are interesting. So number one example is twinkling of star. Twinkling of star or a light source which is too much far away from you. A star is also a light source and it is too much far away. Suppose you are putting any light or lamp too much far away, then that also causes the twinkling. Twinkling means light rays are not coming directly, they are shaking. That phenomena is called as twinkling. Let us understand, suppose it is a star and here you are having different layers of atmosphere. Okay, different layers of atmosphere. So when light ray comes through star, it is not sun, it is star, because sunlight is too much. So here is again refraction, normal is here. So from rarer to denser, somewhere it is rarer. So here again refraction will happen. Here is another, here again. So when the light comes to your eyes, it is not coming in a straight way. It is coming in zigzag way. So there is twinkling. Okay. Same phenomena occurs for the distant light sources, small sources like lamps and candles, etc. Okay. So there is twinkling of stars is due to the atmospheric refraction. How will you explain? Light rays coming from the stars passes through the different layers of atmosphere and it is refracted through different paths, and therefore it is coming in zigzag path, and hence there is twinkling of stars. Now come to another. Suppose when you are seeing the sun rising or sunset, rising or sunset, sunset, first come rising, rising appears before 2 minutes. Two minutes from the actual rising. Suppose star is, or the sun is also a star, it is coming through the horizon. This is the earth. Earth is almost spherical, so you can make. So it is earth, and this is sun. When sun is 2 minutes before, actually what happens due to the atmospheric refraction, rays are refracted. Like this. So when you will see the sun, actual sun is appearing here somewhere. So it comes up before 2 minutes. It is coming up, then that is called as rising. This is horizon. So coming out of horizon, suppose clear figure can be made like this. Suppose you are having this, the earth. So this is horizon. Horizon. So when it is below the horizon, then because of the refraction it appears up. So it is 2 minutes up, 2 minutes before the rising, and it is again 2 or 3 minutes later when it is setting. What is the setting? Suppose this is your earth and sun is setting. Sun is here. And now sun is setting means it is going down the horizon. Suppose it is sun. Now when it will go down the horizon, so it is later, because when the light ray, when sun is here below the horizon, then light rays will come to your eyes and reflected through the atmosphere. So sun will appear here. Means it is set even then you are seeing. So rising sun appears before 2 minutes and setting sun lasts after 2 minutes because of the atmospheric refraction. Now the color of sun, rising sun and setting sun is white, red and yellow. So we are going to understand why the sky is appearing blue. In fact, when we are going there, there is no light, no any color. When you will go to the space, sky will never have any color. But when you are seeing from the earth, sky appears blue. Why? So there is another phenomena of light that is called as scattering of light. Scattering of light. So let us take this, and this is almost all about the, so this is last one. What is this scattering? Scatter, go to the words. Scatter means spreading hither and thither. Suppose light rays are falling on some object and they are scattered without any direction, without any, so it is different from refraction. Actually, for the refraction there is law, and sin I upon sin r, and there is another law that incident ray, refracted ray and normal should be in a plane. But here we are not having any law, and there is no requirement of plane also. it spreads in all directions. So this phenomena is called as scattering of light. So spreading of light through any object, spreading of light rays, basically light rays after falling on any object in all directions. This in all directions. Now we are taking all the directions, means there is no question of plane, is called scattering of light. Scattering of light. Now you know light is made up of 7 colors, so for the different colors scattering is different. It is maximum for the violet color. You know light ray, the sunlight is basically made up of 7 colors. Vibgyor. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. So all the colors are scattered, but scattering of violet is maximum and red is minimum. So when scattering of the light occurs in the sky, then what happens actually? The maximum color of violet color is maximum scattered. So when you are mixed color, so that is sky color, that is bluish, almost blue, and so that is different. So mixed color of sky appears blue, sky blue. Okay, that is different blue, not this blue. Okay. So why? Because different colors are scattered, but there is more scattering of violet. So that blue is related with the violet, near to the violet. So sky blue color appears of the sky due to the scattering of light. When you are going above the atmosphere, there is no scattering, so you are seeing the sky black. Okay. Sky appears black when you are going above the atmosphere. Now there are few more examples. Actually, color of any object appears because of the scattering of light. Suppose there is any object of red color, so it is scattering only red color light. Other colors are not scattered, so you are seeing the red color. If there is green color, means only green rays are scattered and they are coming to your eyes. So, and when there is white color, means all the colors are scattered. Okay. So different concept of colors are coming because of the scattering of light. Also, you know why we are taking the red signal as the signal of danger, or cricket ball is red, because it shines more. So red color shines more and the violet color shines less. That shining is because of the scattering of light. So red shines more. That's why the danger signal is made up of red color, and green signal is there. So we are not having much more shining, but at least it should be seen. So green is taken for the right signal and red color is taken for the danger signal. All these phenomena are depending upon the scattering of light. Thank you.